In 2018, two worlds collided when LeBron James and Kylian Mbappe had to sit down. A moment in football that is so underrated. While on the More Than an Athlete tour in Paris, a 34-year-old LeBron James sat down with the less popular 20-year-old Kylian Mbappe instead of a Neymar who recently had joined PSG. But what came from the sit down is something nobody expected. Not unless you paid close attention to when LeBron James nicknamed Mbappe the Chosen One Jr., which gotta have meant something to LeBron since he has a big tattoo of the same name on his back. But fast forward to January 2024 when Mbappe did a GQ France interview. He finally spoke on his relationship with LeBron in an open but coded language to hide the topic of discussions behind the scenes, and in the same paragraph of the article, Mbappe would be quoted giving praise to LeBron's projects outside of football and his legendary NBA career, even adding how grateful he was to be able to ask for advice from LeBron. To which 6 months later, news broke out that Mbappe had just bought himself a club in France at a young age of 25, a very surprising move in football for an active player. But what's interesting is that around the same age of 26, LeBron James had bought himself shares of Liverpool back in year 2011. And what are the odds of that? But what I stumbled upon recently made the connection between these Nike athletes deeper than I thought, because when Mbappe moved from PSG at the beginning of the season to be unveiled in front of 90,000 fans, Real Madrid had paid 150 million to get their new number 9. But when you look at the most recent transfer records on Wikipedia, you will see Omar Mamouche, who recently went to Man City this past January. He is present on the list, which proves that it's up to date. But still, Mbappe is nowhere to be found when he's strolling up and down. Even the 150 million PSG paid Mbappe back in year 2022 is missing. That's because the deals that Mbappe signs are deals that are created for American football players. As an example, let's take the last deal that was signed by NFL player Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. As you can see, Lamar Jackson signed a deal worth 260 million over a duration of 5 years, leaving him to earn a salary of 52 million per season. And on the day he signed this deal back in 2023, he was paid 72.5 million as a signing bonus. And now when compared with Kylian Mbappe's contract with Madrid, we can see Mbappe got a bigger signing bonus of 150 million from Real Madrid and is expected to receive a salary of 16 million after tax, which means his original salary is 31.5 million before tax, since in Spain the tax is 47% for salaries above 300,000 per annum. And just for context, let's take Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne, who are the highest paid players in the EPL. Both of them signed contracts with Man City but never received the signing bonus like Mbappe negotiated for himself. And what about Jude Bellingham, who signed for Madrid in 2024 for 120 million? Those funds are said to have went directly to Dortmund, while the money Madrid paid at the beginning of the season went directly to Mbappe. Below is the list of the highest signing bonuses in NFL history, and to my understanding, this is where Mbappe's deal belongs. But the big piece of this whole puzzle is LeBron James. The NBA legend is rumored to be a silent owner of the #1 sports agency in America. But due to NBA rules, a current active NBA player would form conflict of interest if he was a boss of a sports agency that represented active players. And in that case, LeBron is said to have placed his childhood friend Rich Paul as the face and CEO of Clutch Sports. And because of that, that's why Mbappe has been seen in the NBA courtside watching LeBron James. They hold their meetings like the mafias, which is in person. And Okay. Maybe my conspiracy is going a bit too far, right? But one thing I know 100% is that Mbappe has destroyed the transfer market. And I will speak shortly how it will never be the same with so many players playing until they are free agents. But the generational wealth mindset that Mbappe has brought to Madrid is genius. After seeing Vini Jr buy a club in Portugal, it made me wonder, what would stop these current Madrid players from buying teams all over the world, preferably in their home countries, coming together once they are all retired and creating a joint international football group like Red Bull, who owns teams in Austria, Germany and in New York? And then it suddenly clicked why Trent Alexander-Arnold is looking to join Madrid this summer. Quiet as kept, Trent is an owner of an F1 team called Alpine. And for a player who has an ambition for ownership in sports, what dressing room around the world would you want to be in rather than the Madrid one, which has 2 active football players who are also owners? Imagine the deals that Mbappe gets offered to invest into. One would think that if Mbappe came across an okayish type of deal, instead of throwing it away, it wouldn't hurt offering some of your millionaire teammates to have a look and see if they would be interested to invest. And not to discredit Vini Jr, but that club he just bought seems like Mbappe had something to do with it. But for Trent Alexander-Arnold being seen in the same way as Michael Owen, who left Liverpool for Real Madrid, seems to be his biggest fear, since every Liverpool fan has hated Michael Owen and showered club legend Steven Gerrard with love after it came out that back in 2004, Zinedine Zidane asked Real Madrid president Florentino Perez to go and sign Steven Gerrard from Liverpool, to which they got rejected. And Steven Gerrard would go on to spend his entire career playing for just one team. And the same goes for Ryan Giggs and Francesco Totti, players who stayed loyal to their clubs. But what about when a player stays loyal to the club and the club is the one that shows disloyalty to the player? Should the player be loyal to the club in the first place? As we saw recently with Barcelona legend Xavi being unfairly fired by Barcelona after years of loyalty since being at the club since the age of 11. This is after saving them from the Ronald Koeman era to winning the league title in his first full season as a head coach, to be sacked once Barcelona found out Hansi Flick was available. So if Barcelona owners can mistreat Xavi, a lifelong legend, and face no backlash from the fans, then I think current players shouldn't show loyalty at all to club bosses. And Liverpool fans themselves don't like their owners. I personally say Trent should go out and get as much money as he can get, and by that I mean the 25 million Madrid is offering him as a signing bonus, which goes along with the 300k a week wages, the same wages Liverpool offered Trent as an extension increase. But unlike Madrid, Liverpool are not willing to give Trent a 25 million signing bonus. A very hard time is what I see for clubs who want to keep their top players from this new money grab. And just like PSG paid Kylian Mbappe 150 million to keep him from going to Madrid in year 2022, in year 2024 Real Madrid also paid a 150 signing bonus just to get him. That's after they learned to put money where their mouth is instead of giving Mbappe deadline dates. And the more time passes, the more transfer fees will become a thing of the past for top players. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Till next time, peace.